Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. My name is Anya and in this video we will continue solving NCERT solutions for grade 4 chapter 3, a trip to Bhopal. And this video is part 2 of this lesson. So are you all ready? Let's quickly get started. You know what? Do you remember in the last video we were discussing the students' trip to Bhopal? How they were enjoying, how we calculated the total number of buses, and by the end they were looking at River Narmada. And now let's continue our trip to Bhopal together. Okay. Now you know what? When the bus was moving, it stops with a sudden jerk. Okay. And then the driver finds out that, oh, the diesel in the bus has finished. We need to refill our bus with diesel. Okay. So what they do is they stop at a petrol pump for refilling. Okay. Now, each bus takes 15 minutes to refill. How many minutes? 15 minutes to refill. Okay. And there are two buses to be refilled. So, let's count the total number of time that both the buses will be taking together. Okay. So, let's write over here once again. So, one bus takes what time? For refilling, yes, that is 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Okay. And what time will two buses take? Yes. For two buses, we will multiply 15 minutes by 2. Okay. And 15 multiplied by 2, that's nothing but 30 minutes. Okay. So they stop there for about 30 minutes, which means that they are late for about 30 minutes. All right. Okay. Let's move ahead. Now, while at the petrol station, the bus was being refilled with diesel, students were having look at the petrol pump. Okay, at the petrol station. Okay, this girl notices that 100 liters of petrol was being filled, and this boy notices that the bus driver pays 3500 rupees for diesel. Okay, 3500 rupees for 100 liters of diesel. Correct. So let's try to find out what would be the what would be the price of 1 liter of diesel. Okay, let's find it out together. So once again, what's the total quantity of diesel being filled? Yes, that is 100 liters. Okay, 100 liters. And for 100 liters, what's the price that is paid? Yes, that is 3500 rupees. Rupees. Okay, so let's find out the cost of 1 liter of diesel. So for the cost, what we'll do, we will simply divide 3500 rupees by the total quantity of diesel that is filled, that is 100 liters. Okay, and we know we can simply cut these zeros. 1 zero cut, 2 zeros cut. And what's the answer? Yes, that is 35 rupees. So what is the cost of 1 liter of diesel? That is rupees 35. Simple, everyone? Yes. Okay. So after this, let's continue our journey to Bhopal. Okay. Now that the buses are refilled, some children, because they're having a rest at the petrol station, they go to a toilet, a washroom near petrol pump. Okay. Aman goes to a washroom. Okay. Now let's find out how much time did Aman take to come out of toilet. Okay. But for that, you know what? This girl notices the time. Let's see what she says. She says that Aman has taken as much time to empty himself as one bus is taking to refill. So what's the time one bus is taking to refill? Do you remember the time one bus was taking for refilling? Yes, that was 15 minutes. Okay. So Aman over here has taken the same time. He came out of toilet in 15 minutes. Okay. All right. Now that the buses are refilled with diesel, we will continue our journey. And you remember in the last video, we discussed that they will have a stop at place called Bimbetka. Yes. So now the journey starts again and they will be stopping at Bhimbetka. Now you know what? In Bhimbetka, there are lots of caves, lots of old paintings over there. Okay, and the children are very, very excited to have a look at those paintings, those old paintings. Okay, now Shankar has a look at the paintings. In that paintings, he finds big, big bisons and deers in that one painting. Okay, so Shankar gets an idea. He says to Bunomala that let's do one thing. I will count the number of bisons and you will count the number of deer in the paintings. Okay, Bunomala says, I will count people. Okay, let us see which are the most bisons, deer, or people. Okay, let's find that. Okay, now this is Shankar. This boy over here, that's Shankar. And Shankar says that I got 37 bisons. Let's write over here. What's the number of bisons? Bisons are 37. Okay, that is 37. And there's Bunomala. Bunomala counts deer and she gets 117 deer. So deer are how many? 117. Okay. So how many more deer are there than bisons? Now we know that deer are definitely more than bisons. Okay. But how many? For that, what we will do, we will subtract 37 from 117. Okay, so how many more? How many more, dear? Okay, for that we will subtract 117 and 37. When we subtract these two numbers, we get 80 as the answer. So there are 80 more deer than the bisons. Okay, let's move ahead. But Bonomala is the happiest because the number of people is even more than the number of deer and bisons together. Okay, Bonomala says that the number of people that is even more than the number of deers and bisons together. Okay, let's find. Let's check what's the total of deer and bisons. You know, so total of deer and bisons is 37 bisons plus how many deer? 117 deer. Let's add it. You all add it and I get the answer over here 154. Okay, the total is 154. But she says that this number is more than 154. Okay, her count is less than 200. Whatever the number is, it is more than 154, but it is less than 200. Okay, so how many people must Bonomala have counted? Let's check together. Okay, let's check that together. So the number is less than 200, so it can't be 214. Okay, the number is more than 154, but it's not 154. It can't be 154. Now, because the number is 154, 134 is less than 154. Okay, this means it can't be 134 also. Okay, the only option that can be is 177. Okay, because 177 is more than 154 but less than 200. Okay, so how many people must Bunomala have counted? That is 177. Okay, all right. Let's now move ahead. Okay, now that the students have had the look at old caves and pictures, it's time to leave Bhimbetka. Okay, they have spent 1 hour there. What time is it? Do you all remember at what time they had to reach Bhimbetka? Yes, at 11 o'clock. Now that they have spent 1 hour there, after 1 hour of 11 o'clock, the time is going to be 12 o'clock. All right, everyone. Okay. They are now moving towards Bhopal. They should reach there in less than 1 hour. At about what time? In less than 1 hour means 1 hour after 12 o'clock. That is what? At about 1 o'clock. Okay, as simple as that. Okay, So now that we have seen so many questions now, also we've continued our journey to Bhopal. I hope you all understood what we all did in this video. I will see you all in the next part of this lesson where we'll continue our journey to Bhopal. Until then, keep learning and keep exploring. Goodbye.